The Dallas Cowboys, George Pickens. The situation is getting feisty, as always. So let's talk about it. Come with me. Welcome in, everyone. If you don't know me, I go by the name of Smack Talk, and there's two things that you must do. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. So, as usual, every season, Dallas Cowboys have some kind of contract discrepancy with either one player or two players, whatever the case may be. They end up paying everybody in the book except for who they're supposed to be paying. And that's the guy that shows out. So, we're down a rabbit hole right now, Cowboys Nation. We don't know what's going on with the George Pickens situation. It started back when it first started. The Dallas Cowboys told everybody in the media that he was franchise tagged. He did not sign that franchise tag deal. When they first announced it, he was not on. Stephen Jones ain't announced it yet on camera, none of that. He did not sign it yet. Fast forward a couple days, or actually pre-draft press conference. Stephen Jones announced again, but this time on camera, stating that the Dallas Cowboys would not be signing George Pickens to a long-term deal and that he will play on the franchise tag deal in the 2026-2027 NFL season. A couple days ago, right before the draft, still ain't signed it. After the draft, still ain't signed it. Voluntary workouts are here. He's not shown up. He still has not signed that franchise tag. And the last thing that I have heard from the media and from the news is that George Pickens wants a long-term deal or he wants to be traded. So we're in a situation here, Dallas Cowboy Nation. If we trade George Pickens away, what are we getting for him? Yes, you can say 2027 first round picks. I'm not opposed of it. But how much can we depend on each draft every season to change this team around? Because when you have a high-powered offense as such as we do, and it's been telling, the stats tell it for the last 5 seasons, high-powered offense, high-scoring offense. And every time the defense cannot hold up to the end of the deal. How much can you depend on the draft every season? Because in my opinion, I'm not just putting all my chips in one basket and going to the draft every season thinking I can develop a player for a year and I can trade them away for next year's some first round picks. That's not how it works. You want to solidify talent. And I have been preaching that. Since this George Pickens situation arose, we need to solidify talent in Dallas. We need to learn how to solidify the right talent in Dallas, not overpay the talent, but solidify, no matter what the case may be. Now, we're going to rewind a little bit because we remember CeeDee Lamb set out the whole training camp. He said, nope, I'm standing on business. You better give me a deal. And it is what it is. So he stood out the whole training camp when his contract discrepancy arose. Now, George Pickens situation, I don't think we're going to see him. That's just me. That's just my thoughts, my opinion. Because, yes, we can say that George Pickens may have matured over the time from the Pittsburgh to the Dallas transition. But has he fully? Because last time I checked, look what he just said. I want a deal or I won't trade it out of Dallas. So that should tell you that, Jerry, you need to have some fire behind you because you need to go and solidify this guy. I don't understand. And yes, you can sit here and say we don't have the money. I don't want to hear that. Just like you said this back a couple seasons ago when Derrick Henry was just sitting in free agency. And old Baltimore comes up and pays the man like $8 million a year. Like Jerry Jones, you have to be kidding me. There is no way in the world we do not have enough cheese to pay these players when they need to be paid, especially the ones that show out expeditiously. That's in my opinion. You got too much money in them. You got too much money on this team. You banking too much money on this team. Why are we so worried about the media? I know it's never going to change, but I'm going to tell you now that if it doesn't change, we'll be forever in this cycle of contract discrepancy every single season. So something has to change. I'm hoping George Pickens shows up. I really do, because they need that. Don't get me wrong. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Dak Prescott, they may have been working out all offseason. Okay, cool. That's cool. But it's different when you got the training camp, you got the coaches calling the plays, you got a defensive look in front of you. There's multiple reasons that he should be at training camp, in my opinion. Now, they did play a season together, so they might just already gel. But if we look back at the season that CeeDee Lamb completely missed all training camp, go look at the connection between him and Dak. Every time it was off. It was just off. No matter how much you train outside of that actual gameplay presence and practice presence, it ain't gonna resonate to the real game. It's not gonna resonate until you get in there together, calling plays, defense will look at you, and then players is running downhill at you. Simple as that. So I definitely think the Dallas Cowboys need to solidify George Pickens. Do I think it will be this year? No. So we're going to be in a situation where we're going to be on the edge of our seats, Cowboy Nation. So be ready. We're going to be on the edge of our seats all season long, or up until the season, because we don't know what George Pickens is going to do. He could pull a Le'Veon Bell. I'm just going to be honest. He could pull a Le'Veon Bell and say, you know what? I ain't playing all season, but you still got to pay me. I signed it, but I ain't playing. Then what? Jerry, then what? You paying this man $27 million to sit there? So we're in a contract discrepancy every single season. I'm hoping this front office figures this out. Let's pay the man. Let's keep him in Dallas for 2 more years at least. That's when Dak we got to revisit his situation. So let's keep him. I'm hoping they solidify him at some point. Maybe it's just a whole media little clown thing little phase that they going through, and they say, hey, we gonna announce it. And maybe they end up signing him before the season, but I doubt it. I'm gonna be honest. So we'll see what George Pickens' decision is, and we'll go from there. But I definitely want you guys to meet me down in the comments. Let me know, what do you think of this George Pickens situation? Because it's every year we got a contract discrepancy. We just traded away Mike and got them picks. We got Caleb down. Now, can we just solidify our team? I know Jerry loved being in the media, but dang, not every year. Can you skip a year? We just had two losing seasons. Can you skip 1 year without being just in the face of everybody? Just 1 year? I guess not. So with that being said, guys, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button. Until next time.